Okay, I'm gonna go over the exit ticket. So for the first one, I like sports, and we're using the verb gustar. The me, I'm gonna put in parentheses because it's totally optional. The reason it's optional is because there's only one thing that matches up with I, and that's may. And so you don't need to be like, redundant. Ami, optional. And then may, that's your indirect object pronoun. It goes with yo. You cannot use yo with gustar verbs. So if you put yo there, your answer is totally wrong. You have to get rid of that yo and replace it with ami or may. And then since sports is plural, we're going to choose gustan. You're looking after, and we're choosing gustan because sports is plural. Me gustan los deportes. A mí me gustan los deportes. Okay? So we chose the plural form here because, I guess yellow is a terrible color. I'm really bad at this. We chose the gustan from here because los deportes is plural. That's what it matches up with. Okay, and those will match. Literally the worst at this ever. Okay, so gustan because los deportes is plural. You're looking after the verb to decide if it's singular or plural. You hate. We're using the verb chocar for to hate. Remember, ODR is for people, chocar is for things. So T is optional. You don't have to have that. Te, chocan. Why am I choosing chocan? Well, because there's going to be two things. El fútbol. Oh my gosh. Putting accents is not my strong point either. So let's see. 0250. El fútbol. Oh God. Fútbol americano. So a ti te chocan el fútbol y el fútbol americano. Look, there's two things here. 1 + 1 = 2. 2 equals plural. If we have two things, it's plural, then you need to have chocan. You could also have used usted, since I didn't tell you if this was a formal or a formal or informal sentence. So you could have said, a usted le chocan el fútbol y el fútbol americano. Make sure you don't have a day in between that. That's a mistake people make a lot. I think that at some point you learned it was day, but that's not correct. So you need to just ditch that day. Encantar, to love. Remember, amar is to love people, but encantar is to love to do things. You know how we often say like, oh, I love soccer. You don't really love it. Like you're not going to marry it. That's amar, okay? So now I saw the first one that I looked at that you guys submitted, I saw that they used yo. So remember, you can't use yo for gustar verbs. You have to use ami instead. And this asara y ami actually is not optional because it's not nosotros. If it had said nosotros, then it would be optional, but it doesn't say that, so it's not optional. So asara y ami. What goes with nosotros? Because Sara y ami is equal to nosotros, Sarah and I. That's we. It equals with nos, so that's the indirect object pronoun you're going to choose. Now, what about encantar? Do I choose encanta or encantan? Well, to figure that out, I look after the verb. So, encantar, I look after. It's to run. To run is an infinitive. Anytime there's an infinitive, which is a verb that is not conjugated, you're going to pick the singular one. So, infinitives equals the la usted form of the verb. Infinitives equals singular la usted form of the verb. Okay, let's go to number 4. Elena and Jose dislike to dance and to sing. A Elena y a, you have to have two a's, Jose. Now you're going to pick your indirect object pronoun. Your choices are me, te, le, nos, os, les. Well, I'm going to choose les because it's plural and it's equal to ellos. Les, and then disgust. Am I going to pick disgusta or get disgustan? We look after the verb. After the verb, we have to dance and to sing. Those are both infinitives. It doesn't matter how many infinitives you have. If it is an infinitive, it has to be singular. Infinitives equal singular. Even if you have 100 infinitives, it equals singular. So to dance, bailar, and to sing, cantar. A Elena y a Jose les disgusta bailar y cantar. Your legs hurt. This is the one that we're going to be using the most. in class, your legs hurt. Well, not in class. Whatever. A, T, so te, what hurts your legs? Is legs plural or singular? It is plural. So duelen. Remember, doler is a stem changing verb, so it's duele, and duelen. So a ti te duelen las piernas. We're gonna sing a song today about that if you show up for our Zoom chat. A ti te duelen las piernas. Okay. Let's see. A ti te duelen las piernas. You could also have used usted, since I said your and I didn't say if it was plural or singular. So you also could have said a usted le duelen las piernas. Notice, it doesn't matter that this is singular. This front part is singular, but it has nothing to do, I keep choosing yellow, and yellow is not being able to see very well. It has nothing to do with the end part. The end part matches together and the front part goes together. Those are very similar colors. Let's do this. Okay, so this has to do with that and that has to do with that, all right? Last one, their heads hurt. There is ellos, so a ellos, me te le nos os les, I'm gonna choose les because ellos, and it says one head, so we're gonna pick duele because it's one head, la cabeza. So it doesn't matter the front part, ooh, of course it got tiny here, sorry guys. It doesn't matter that the first part, now I made it huge. Literally, I'm the worst online instructor out there. If there's a worse online instructor, let me know. So, a ellos, les, duele, it's singular because la cabeza is singular. It doesn't have anything to do with a ellos. This front part is separate from the back part, okay? So that's going over your exit ticket.